What is up, YouTube? So, you know what? I've done a video about what a budget is and kind of what it isn't. And I've even gone over why I wrote an ebook, why I made it free, and how I budget, which is a set budget of save, extra debt payments, and treat yourself. But maybe I should just actually give you a little snippet of the ebook itself. So that's what I'm going to do. Well, I'm decked out in all gray. Nike everything. Alright, let's go. Now, if you were to actually download my ebook, this is what you would see. Let's say if you are on tablet form, table of contents, introduction. This is just kind of giving you a quick look of what it would look like if you are on tablet form. And yeah, I'm just going to go over a little bit of this ebook for those of you who may not have it. So that's what we're going to do. Kind of, you're going to be seeing this more so than you are me talking into the camera. And I'm actually probably going to make this a little bit easier, even show you guys the printout paper copy as well, so just stick with me. Alright guys, so I'm not going to go over every single page of the ebook, but we're going to go over some very critical parts of this, and hopefully it will entice some of you to email me to download my free ebook about budgeting, specifically how to build a set budget, which is what I created, and it's actually what we follow. So, just to get into this, why the title? Well, the title you can see is how to build a set budget. Now, finances takes a foundation like fitness to get started, and you build that from the ground up. That's why build is in there. The set part is extended into the title details. So we'll just get into those. Living for today. You know, if you're in debt, you need to pay it down and pay it off. If you're planning for tomorrow, that's simple. You're just saving money for your future self. And then, I'm pretty sure everybody's favorite part, enjoying the little things. Listen, that's self-explanatory. You want to treat yourself, right? And now, just to let you know, this ebook is actually only 44 pages long. Now, why is that? I didn't need a lot to get my point across, and no one has a long attention span anymore. That's just how it is. So as you can see, it's actually 44 pages. That's kind of with the disclosure at the very end, and then I have some footnotes for you. But this gives you a look at the table of contents. Yes, I have a chapter that says "Do Sell Your Car." Now, you can even look at some insight here. I'm giving you kind of a look at some of the fear I went through. I actually had a fear that no one would read this ebook or listen to me. But then I said, screw it, who cares? You know, if I connect with someone to do better with money, that's enough for me. That's all it took. So, some of you may be thinking, what the heck is a budget? Well, I did an entire video on what is a budget, and I'll be sure to link it so you guys can watch it, because I go over what a budget is, and kind of in the same sense what a budget is not. But a budget, you know, if I can put it into a few short words, it's a plan of how to spend your income, every dollar of it, before it actually even arrives. Now, a very big part of creating a budget is what I like to term the first four. Now, when you create a budget, these are the very first things you plan for. And they are rent, mortgage payment, groceries, utilities, and vehicle transportation. And that can be a number of things, from gas to car insurance to even Uber or Lyft, if that's something that you do on a daily basis. Now, if you look here, I actually included this graphic for you to follow along in my ebook. I wanted to make sure that people were able to literally step by step see exactly what I'm doing every step of the way via the pages. So you see this little note page pretty much everywhere. Now, to also kind of give you some context on this ebook, just so you're aware kind of the circumstances, I guess, like a word problem. Here are the facts. It's based on a $40 salary, no other additional income such as a spouse or other significant other. The target is really for young people. That's who I'm really trying to go after. So those recently graduating college, maybe if you chose to go straight into a full-time job from high school, that's kind of who my target audience is. But of course, this could apply to older people as well. No kids are factored in here. I even make sure to put that. There are no, dependent expenses. I didn't factor in kids. A lot of times when you're struggling with finances, it's enough taking care of yourself, let alone a kid. So that's just why I didn't factor in kids. Also be mindful, these are suggestions. It's just for the example. Okay, when you look at kind of some of the expenses I did use averages. You know, like for an example, when it comes to what you pay in rent, it is suggested you pay no more than 25% of your take-home monthly pay for rent. I made sure to stay to that. Tried to give you a decent grocery budget in the example because too many people under budget when it comes to groceries. And then I did, as you can see, accounted for pets and even medical expenses if that is something that you may need to account for. Now, here's the reality. You see that student loan debt payment in there, right? I know you see that. It is a really big expense in relation to a lot of other things that are on this list. Why did I include that? Well, student loan debt and even car debt plague a lot of young people. They seem inevitable today, but falling into this debt trap can rob you of a lot of income. Now, if you go to college, you know, go to a college that you can afford. Everyone, first off, doesn't need to go to college. I have a master's degree, and I still don't think that every single person needs to go to college, especially based on what they may want to do in their career, profession, or with their life. So if you're going to attend college, make sure you do your research on the field that you want to go into and if a college degree is even necessary. I feel like that's very important because having student loan debt for nothing can definitely hold you back. I also wanted to show this visual to kind of let you guys look. So that's what that person takes home a month in my example. And then once they're done, these are kind of the first 4 expenses, right? They're taking care of housing, groceries. I included toiletries, utilities. You got to keep the lights and gas on, their vehicle maintenance. And then if you have a pet, I mean, you need to make sure you take care of them, right? Mine's kind of napping over here. But you got to make sure you take care of your pets. And then if you have minimum debt payments, you need to pay your minimum debt payments. Well, look at that. We went from having $2,500 a month taken home to only $75 left. 75. What the heck is that? Well, that's simply because when a lot of your money has to go towards just living and then you have to account for, you know, debt payments, it gets rough. It gets hard. I just wanted you guys to be able to see that reality. So that's the visual. When it comes down to the set part, you guys get to see a real breakdown of a set budget. So once, let's say you've gotten rid, and I actually show you here. So if the person then is able to, let's say, pay off their car loan or trade in their car for one that is fully paid in cash, then they now have a bigger balance to budget. So instead of that $75 you saw before, now they have $425. So how could you divvy up that $425? Well, this is where the set part comes in, right? The set budget. You need to allocate some money to savings. You need to put something else towards an extra debt payment, such as towards that student loan balance that person has. And then I'm a big person all about giving. If you're in a situation where you're able to provide for yourself, try to give back to those that can't. We're not all very fortunate. I 100% believe this, and it helps for me to always be grateful for what I have. So make sure that you're giving. Make sure that you're also gifting. You know, you don't have to gift the world to people, but make sure that you are setting money aside to gift. Mother's Day just passed and Father's Day is right around the corner. And finally, treat yourself. You got $75 to treat yourself. I don't care what you do with that $75, but spend it without guilt. And at the very end, there's an example of the problem we go over this person's budget in the book, and then you guys get to see a breakdown of the percentages for each. Not to mention, I actually provide you your own example. So what you can do is you can actually take your own income, look at your own expenses, and you can then create your own set budget. Now, of course, you can write directly on that, you know, graphic. If you print it out, you can copy this onto another notebook if you want. You can put it in your phone. However you want to do it, it is laid out there for you. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. I wanted to go ahead and give you guys just a little quick look at what my ebook looks like. If you have it, you know what this looks like. Thank you so much for reaching out for it. If you don't have it, again, what is the set part? It's all about saving, making extra debt payments, and then treating yourself. You should be able to do that without guilt. So hopefully you guys took something great out of this. If you are interested in my free ebook, it's free. Just email me. My email is right there on my YouTube. You can find it on my Instagram as well, at fitjetergirl.com. Feel free to DM me questions you may have about a budget. I'm very happy for you to reach out and for me to help. And I hope you guys got something out of this video. Here's a look at my ebook that I wrote at the end of last year, How to Build a Set Budget. Peace.